So what kind of soup is it today, Josh?
We have chicken noodle and cream of broccoli.
Yay!
Yo, Rod, Josh.
It's the birthday boy.
Happy birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Okay, this was my thing with people that are full of shit. What if... Is it really that bad?
Yes, it is.
No.
It really is.
If you're being full of shit, and you know you are, and we know a lot of people that are like that, and who will just say...
Not going to name names.
No,
They know
but
who
just
they
say
are.
absolutely ridiculous things. But if you're almost doing it, like, if it's harmless, if you're not being full of shit in a way that matters, if you're just saying something ridiculous, just to see where it'll go, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's kind of the fun of you have that option as a human to experiment almost scientifically on what somebody's reaction might be to some total bullshit.
Yeah, experimental, that's fine, but I mean, you can't go on like that for years and years and expect people to think you're serious.
No, if that's like a focal point of your persona, that's not a good thing. But if you throw that out there every once in a while, you know, a little moderation. I don't think there's anything wrong with moderation.
Well, I'd have to disagree.
And why is that?
Because at the end of the day, it's all about credibility.
That's right.
And
you mentioned
it is.
that,
That was the key ending argument. Because I mean,
that's true.
in terms of interaction, I personally don't want to deal with anyone that's full of shit. Like, you know, you're pushing 30 years old, 27, you know. If I want to deal with that shit, I'd personally build a time traveling machine and go back to Munster High School. Like, that's how I feel. So, I feel as you mature, as you get older, just cut the bullshit out. Like, I don't need that. And I don't think society needs that. I don't think the human race needs people that's constantly bullshit.
Okay.
That's constant bullshit, though, versus what about just sprinkling a little on here and there? It's a flavor.
Okay, well, some people, when they do tell their stories, exaggerate and fill in the gaps with a lot of bullshit. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about...
No, actually, that I have more of a problem with that than I have with knowingly saying something just totally ridiculous just to see what the reaction might be. Or to see who they'll tell. And then the other people, their reaction. See where it'll spread. See what comes of.
No, I've pulled that before. I have pulled a rumor on myself to see how far it would travel.
Okay.
And
okay.
it did happen. But I mean,
it
was but that wasn't.
Did it ruin your credibility?
Yeah, because people believe this bullshit rumor that I set up for myself. Yeah.
What was this rumor?
just stupid shit. But I basically did it because I wasn't so very trusting of someone that was like, oh, I'm your friend. I was like, pardon me for being incredulous here, but there's just something bullshit about you. So I'm going to set up a rumor and see how far it travels. And it traveled, and I got wind of it, so it's like, aha, that person's a piece of shit. But that was an experimentation on my own to call out that other person for their bullshit. Not me.
No, okay.
It's like a cop going undercover to bust a ring of something.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't mean the cop's actually a criminal.
That's more.
They're posing.
That's perhaps posing. A ring around the rosy.
Yes, pocket full of posy. Parker posy.
That's more the context with them. I'm thinking.
Yeah, but that's not the context of what we're discussing.
Okay.
All right. This is going back to an earlier point. I'd say if you're telling a story and you embellish on that story, depending on, if you're telling a story about somebody else and you're saying bad things, okay, that's a bad thing. But as a storyteller, to keep people you're telling the story to entertained, to embellish is not necessarily a bad thing. It just kind of depends. If that's a... Oh, I'm okay.
Okay.
It just depends. You know, because if you know, and I know certain people that'll tell stories over and over again, and as they tell them, they change and they get like more ridiculous and like crazier. And then like these are stories I was there for and things, and they'll be like, and then this happened, and I'm like,
No.
I'm like, no, really didn't, but like that's okay. But here's another thing too, though. Like, there's certain people that like maybe you don't want them to like think of you as a credible person. So that's a good reason, right, to potentially, you know, destroy your own credibility in somebody's mind, just so that they won't go to you when they need something. You know what I mean? Like, it all depends
but do you really
on
want
what.
to be that person? Like, I
depends
can't
on-
count on. The person I can't count on.
If it depends on who you are.
Okay.
Yeah. There's definitely situations where I want to be the guy that you think doesn't know anything and, you know, isn't a person to count on. Yeah. I mean, you know, it all depends on like what your relationship is with a person,
That's true.
right? Some people like when they, you know, when you become their friends and all those things, and they think you're like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
take
like
all-
there's certain people that if you become their friends, that means that you become their like person to go to when they need to be full of shit. And I don't want to deal with that, so I'd rather just have them think I was full of crap. Potentially. Not to say that I do this often. There's definitely times where like I will purposely skew somebody's perspective on who I am, just so that I can have them treat me the way I want them to treat me.
Okay.
Make sense?
No, that does, but that's not quite the realm of what I'm getting at.
No,
It's
no,
just-
I know
it's just,
what you're saying. People that are just constantly full of crap.
Yeah, exactly. That's
no,
the
I mean
general idea.
that's annoying, and I know those people too. So, but there's some people who are full of crap in a funny way, and there's some people who are full of crap, and it's like, oh, you're so full of crap, and you're an idiot. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I guess I'm just talking about people that you just can't count on. That whatever they say, you know, it goes back to like the whole like high school kind of thing. It goes back to like you know, hanging out with your friends in high school. Just, man, why is this person full of shit? And you think like, okay, well, maybe because their life sucks. And wait a minute, it is because their life sucks. But like you expect people just as they grow up to not be full of shit, and as people just constantly are full of shit. And it's funny to me. You're just in kind of like a sad, pathetic way because you know if you're gonna be full of shit, come up with a children's book. You know, talk to your children. Don't, you know? I guess at the end, it all boils down to credibility. I want to have a conversation with you without feeling like any part of the conversation's phony.
Yeah. Or that, yeah. It's like sometimes you want to call somebody out on being full of it.
Yeah, completely.
But you
don't want to be the guy that calls someone out
Yeah.
for being full of shit.
But at the same time, sometimes people are so full of crap and they're talking to you that it's actually insulting to your intelligence, that you're even continuing the conversation is almost like a farce, and you want to just be like, listen, everything you say is stupid starting, you know, when you know.
Yeah, exactly.
starting on
Well,
your line.
what about those people? What if if they're not a credible person because of how full of shit they are? Is it okay for you to be full of shit back with those type of people? Because they don't really deserve.
Absolutely, it's okay, but
Just
only in the pocket of time right there. Only.
Yeah, I don't know. That's touchy. That also depends on who else is around. If it's just a one-on-one conversation, that's the worst, really. When somebody's being like full of it, and it's just you and them.
Yeah.
That's really the worst, because then it's really hard to call them. And you can, but you know.
But if you know it, then
I like calling people out in front of groups of people. I prefer it.
Yeah.
Just being like, no, that's wrong. Or